We gonna fight for what you deserve, but we need to play basketball. Caitlin Clark ain't playing in no Project B. She don't give a damn about no 3-on-3 unrivaled. We need WNBA basketball. Y'all better stop playing games. Stop playing games, because she will play with replacement players. Trust me. Man, Caitlin, keep cooking. Stir the pot.
And, you know, we're going to fight for everything that we deserve, but at the same time, like, we need to play basketball. That's what our fans crave, and that's what all of you crave as well, is you want the product on the floor.
She wasn't supposed to look like this. Not after the benching. Not after the silence. Not after the doubts. But the moment Team USA practice footage leaked, everything changed. Caitlin Clark didn't just come back. She sent a message, and the entire camp felt it. If you believe in players proving it on the court, hit like and comment she's back. For weeks, the narrative was simple: slow down. She's injured. She needs time. She's not ready. That's what everyone said. But inside Team USA camp, something very different happened. When Caitlin Clark stepped onto the practice floor, the energy shifted. Not loud, not forced, focused. Sources described it as quiet confidence, the most dangerous kind. The ball moved faster. Spacing opened up. Shots dropped in rhythm. And suddenly, the same voices that questioned her went silent. Then came the clip. No edits. No hype music. Just raw practice footage. One possession, then another, then a pull-up that stopped the drill. People online noticed immediately. This didn't look like a player working her way back. This looked like a player taking control. Veterans hesitated. Rotations tightened. Defenders backed up half a step. And in basketball, half a step is everything. And here's the key detail almost everyone missed.
The GOAT is back, bro. The GOAT is literally back. It's a different type of energy when Caitlin Clark is back playing basketball, man. I'm telling you. All right, let's get into this article here, man, because obviously we saw Caitlin Clark call out some things that's going on and basically saying, look, we need to play. I understand, you know, we negotiating and this and that. We need to play basketball, man. And I'm so happy that she said that. CBS Sports, it says the WNBA is undermining its own product again, but a perception-altering CBA is still within reach. It's been 11 days since the WNBA and WNBPA announced that they agreed.
She wasn't forcing anything, and that's what scared people. Then came the moment that changed everything. Sue Bird's reaction flipped the narrative. From 6 to 8:30, it was clear this wasn't hype, and it wasn't exaggeration. It was respect. Sue Bird doesn't hand out praise lightly. And when she acknowledged what everyone else was seeing, the message landed hard. When Caitlin Clark is healthy, you don't minimize her. You adjust to her. That single moment mattered more than 1,000 debates. Because when veterans recognize performance, excuses disappear. And let's be honest, this was never just about basketball. This was about pressure, about expectations, about who rises when the moment gets heavy.
Seems to be a Caitlin Clark only angle. Only watching Caitlin Clark. Forget about the rest of the team. We all know who everybody's here for. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. We all know who everybody's here for. Number 17.
So what happens when a player survives it? Caitlin Clark didn't respond with words. She didn't call anyone out. She didn't explain herself. She played. And by performing at that level, in that environment, she exposed something uncomfortable. You can delay greatness. You can question it, but you can't control it. And the coaching staff's silence? That spoke louder than anything they could have said.
Compromise on. And I'm just so glad that she came out and said this, because obviously with everything that we've been seeing in the CBA, it's so much drama, it's so much he said, she said, it's so much of the WNBA and the WNBPA coming out trying to spin the narrative and get the public's opinion on their side. But Caitlin Clark has been one, like, she has turned down so many of these off-season leagues. She has turned down all of these other opportunities because she is trying to grow the WNBA. It seems like Caitlin has literally one focus, and it's to play in the WNBA, and it's to uplift the WNBA and women's basketball, and that's all she wants to do. She's like, we gotta get back out there on the court. And so I felt like this was a message to the WNBA. I felt like this was a message to the WNBPA. I felt like this was a message to the fans to let us know, like, hey, I really want to get back out there. We need to get back out there. And I just truly hope everybody who was at the negotiating table, they listen to this. I hope they hear what she has to say and truly take it to heart.
From 11 to 1 o'clock, what happened next said everything. No big statements, no pushback, no downplaying, just silence. Because when a player answers every question on the court, there's nothing left to argue. That's not drama. That's basketball reality. And suddenly, the tone around camp shifted. She's moving better. She's seeing the floor differently. And once that starts circulating, the conversation is already over. If you want, I can stitch all your rewrite.
Very high level, and I think the most important thing for myself, thinking about these CBA negotiations, like, this is the biggest one the WNBA has ever seen. And it's not something that can be messed up. And, we're going to fight for everything that we deserve, but at the same time, like, we need to play basketball. That's what our fans crave, and that's what all of you crave as well, is you want the product on the floor. And at the end of the day, that's how you make the money. That's how you're marketed. That's what the fans get excited about. That's what the fans want to show up for. So, it's business and it's a negotiation, and there has to be compromise on both sides. And, we're starting to get down to the wire of it, and it's become really important. And, obviously I want to help in any way I can, and I try to educate myself the best I can. Obviously, I can't speak to every single member. It's pretty complicated, but I think there are different things that we can find ways to say, no, like, we certainly deserve that, and we're not going to compromise on that, and then other things that we can probably compromise on. But like I said, like, this is the biggest one in the history of the WNBA, and I don't want that to be forgotten. Similar, it's important that we find a way to, play this next season. And
He looks dangerous. Those aren't excuses. Those are acknowledgments. Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. A healthy, confident Caitlin Clark shatters narratives. She doesn't need controversy. She doesn't need favoritism. She doesn't need protection. She just needs the ball. And when she has it, everything else becomes noise.
On the show, there's still a major fight going on. And we haven't heard much since, we haven't really heard too much since the initial extension. We've heard little bits and pieces here and there, but nothing concrete. But at least Caitlin Clark is stepping up to the forefront and letting these players no, listen, we need to have a season, and y'all need to get this done. Stop playing games and get it done. I don't got time for these games y'all playing. I'm not going to y'all leagues. I'm going to play in the WNBA. This is where I want to hoop. Get the deal done, and I'll make sure the seats are filled so that we can get more money on the next CB.
It shows there's still a major fight ahead. This wasn't a statement game. This was a statement presence. If you believe this comeback changes everything, drop a comment and share this. Because moments like this don't get erased. She didn't talk. She didn't argue. She showed up.